Hi there, my name is Mark and this is Pacific Northwest Solar. Our family has a solar array installed at our property in rural western Washington state, on the west coast of the United States. I've been inspired by other YouTubers to share my experience with our solar array and how it impacts my power costs. This video details my results for October of 2025, and I hope it will be useful information if you are considering getting solar at your home. Please also see the link to my separate video that gives more details on our installation, listed below in the description. Here is a picture of the Sense device that measures my power usage and solar energy generation. It is located inside my electrical panel and clamps sensors onto the wires. As you can see from the monthly summary statistics, a total of 1,287 kilowatt-hours of electricity were generated by my solar system in October of 2025. The power used for the month was just slightly less than the generation, resulting in a slightly positive month. In 2024, the usage was only 4 kilowatt-hours less than the production was. Here is a picture of our 16 kilowatt ground mount solar array. The solar array is directly south-facing in one of our pastures with no trees or other obstructions around it. We have 50 ZN shine panels, rated for 320 watts each, with Hoy-Miles M300 microinverters on the backs of the panels. These microinverters convert the panel's DC output to 240-volt AC power, which is sent back to the breaker panel at the house. There is only one choice of electricity providers where we live. Currently, the cost of electricity from the grid is the same no matter what day or time it's consumed, no time of use rates. Any power generated automatically goes to usage in the house first, and then any additional is automatically returned to the grid. We get a 1-to-1 credit for each kilowatt-hour that we send back to the grid. These credits directly deduct from the power we are charged at the end of the month. As you can imagine, the overall idea is to overproduce in the summer and use the credits to reduce or eliminate the electricity bill in late fall and winter months. I am using the Sense device in my electric panel to track power generated and power consumed, and I have written a custom Python program to capture real-time metrics for the entire system that I save and analyze. Here is a day-by-day chart showing the total number of kilowatt-hours of solar production and house usage for October 2025. The highest solar production day was October 13th, with an impressive total of 82.8 kilowatt-hours generated by the system. There were 11 hours of sunlight that day. Here is a graph of the solar generation and usage, sampled once per minute on the peak solar generation day of the month. Very consistent solar generation during the day, with almost no clouds. But it was an amazing 82.8 kilowatt-hours of power generated this day. This means an average of almost 7 kilowatt-hours of generation for every daylight hour. The usage spikes over 15 kilowatts were when the electric furnace turned on, with the other spikes for the electric water heater needs. This graph shows the per-day net difference between the amount of energy sent to the grid minus the amount of energy received from the grid. Negative values on the y-axis mean that more energy was pulled from the grid than was sent to the grid. 0 on the y-axis means they were equal for the day. Positive values on the y-axis mean that more energy was sent to the grid than was pulled from the grid on that day. Over half the days of the month, the net power usage was negative, which is normal. This chart shows the low and high temperature on the farm for each day in October. High of 21 Celsius, was a bit higher than usual for October. There were a couple of days that went down to freezing overnight, and we'll see more of that in the coming months. Here's a yearly comparison of solar production, comparing by month, along with a cumulative total for the year. This year's total production, in red, is over 16 megawatt-hours for the year and is higher than any year since installation. October solar production was a bit behind as compared to October in 2022 through 2024. Here's a yearly comparison of energy usage, by month of the year. 2025 remains the second lowest cumulative usage since the system was installed. Usage is on a good pace going into the late fall and winter months, with plenty of credits from the power utility to handle winter cold. I'm still on track for the year to have a net zero energy bill, which is great. Here's a graph showing the actual amount of money I paid to the power company for each month from 2022 through 2025. The $7.49 bill is for the standing charge to have a power meter, even if no net billable amount of electricity is used. We now have over 1.5 years in a row of only the standing charge as our bill amount. Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up so other people will be able to view this video. If you have any other statistics that you would like to see, please leave a comment down below. Have a great solar day and see you next month.